All right, today we're going to install an ID 5100 into a 2026 Model Y. And what I've come up with is I'm going to put it right under the front seat. It fits perfectly in here. These factory Tesla mats will kind of provide that lip to hold it in. I have a 16 volt battery. I already tested that, so I got a, let's see if I can get that to focus. Basically a little inverter here, DC-DC converter. It'll take 8 volts to 40 and convert it to 12 volts output. So that's what I've done. I've kind of got it all hooked up. I've got my, I don't know if I need these yet, but I figured I'd do that on the power. And I am going to plug it in to the a cigarette lighter adapter, and it's going to go in here somewhere, probably at the seam, and I'll be able to plug it and unplug it from here, so it'll just lay in there. For my head unit, I got this Spigen, under the console device. I got a 6-inch arm, and I'm going to mount it to it, and I'll show you that here in a second. So basically this tray magnetically attaches and to the bottom part. So I got plenty of room on this tray to mount the head unit, and I'm just kind of showing you this real quick so I can get it all together. And and it'll lay down flat if I'm not using it, so it'll look nice. And then I can stand it up and mount the head unit to it when I want to use the radio. Anyway, I'll show you one last thing before I get into specifics. I went ahead and went with Signal Stuff. They have a nice NMO mount, and I love this Signal Stuff NMO antenna. It's very stealthy, so we'll be doing that. And as I get the panels off, I'll come back and show you each step. All right, I'm mounting the antenna. I got my mount installed. I've got to still tighten it down. And I'm going to feed through this boot right here into the headliner. And it just kind of pulled down. You don't have to do much to get it to come down. So that's how I'm going to get it into the vehicle. And then I'm just going to follow the trim. I can kind of see up in there. I'm going to feed it down in that space right there, all the way up to the radio. So I'll be pulling the trim all the way. But I just wanted to kind of show you how I was getting the antenna cable routed. All right, I got the antenna all tuned. That took me a second, but I've got the coax running kind of in the trim of the door. It was pretty easy, kind of a pain in the butt, but basically mounting it under the driver's seat. That way I have my speaker. I don't have to do an external speaker. My voltage regulator is just Velcroed onto the side here. I've got everything done. I popped that side panel off. You can see it just snaps in. I had to drill a hole into the metal console here so I can get my power cord, and then I routed my control head down here in this empty spot that comes up. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is modify this guy so we can get our head mounted, the head unit mounted, and I'll take that off and do a different video on that. But we're getting there. All right, leaving off, I gotta dress this up a little bit better. Gonna figure that out, but I drilled a hole. It's mounted on that Spigen, and there's the radio head. It's all powered up. You see I'm running it from the power port inside of the center console, and yeah, we'll give it a test here in a second. All right, I'll do the final walk around. It's my signal stick on the back of the car. I've got everything mounted underneath, and that makes sure I get 12 volts out. And then my main head unit, and then in here is the little power port adapter that I'm using to tap into power. That way I can just unplug it and it's not always powered on. Anyway, I hope this has been helpful. This is a 2026 Model Y.